Greetings everyone. In this video I want to address why no meat, but dairy and eggs are okay.
Greetings! This infinite source truth is made possible by the generous contributions and support of viewers like you. Please consider making a contribution now. Thank you.
So why do I say no animal meat, flesh, blood, fish, or anything with a heart has to be removed from your food consumption, but eggs and dairy are okay? I am giving you the bare minimum requirements for you to be able to experience success on your journey and the rewriting of your script so that you can experience some powerful manifestations in your life. All things are permissible, but not all things are beneficial. You don't have to remove anything from your diet, and you can simply stay in your script. You can keep the animal meat, flesh, blood. You can eat whatever you like, but there is a cause and effect. Whenever you keep those things in your diet, your frequency will not rise sufficiently for you to escape your script and be able to experience being the powerful creator that you are. I am not trying to make this journey difficult for you. I have simplified it for you to be able to experience success. Now, would it benefit you to remove the eggs and the dairy from your food consumption list? Yes, it would. But it is not necessary to experience success. Will you reach a higher frequency faster? Possibly. It depends on you. What your thoughts and intents are have a direct effect on your frequency also. Now, this isn't about health, but health is a direct link to your frequency. Dis-ease is only found in the lower frequencies, and meat is what keeps you in the lower frequency. So when people say that removing meat from your diet or your food consumption frees you from disease, what it's really happening is you are raising your frequency and disease cannot remain. That is really what's happening. Now let's talk about self-condemnation. That is far worse than having put a piece of meat in your mouth to have stumbled, because self-condemnation clings on you, and it is something that you are doing to yourself, and it is keeping you in a lower frequency. There is no condemnation. You need to realize that your intent was to get to 30 days without any meat, flesh, blood, fish, or anything with a heart in your diet. And accept that you stumbled, whether you were tempted or you just flat out just wanted that piece of whatever. Okay? It doesn't matter. Let me share something about the race. Imagine that you are in a race and you are running the race, that 30-day race to be without animal meat, flesh, blood. Your intent is to get over that finish line of your 30 days, and your intent is to keep the meat out of your food consumptions. You are tripped by someone or you stumble and fall. I want you to know that when you stumble and fall on that race, you fall right there. You don't get kicked back 5 yards. There is no penalty. You get up where you're at, you miss a day, you don't start the race over, you don't go back to the beginning at the starting line again. You get up where you're at and you continue the race. Intention is everything. It is most important that you not beat yourself up or get in that lower frequency mindset of berating yourself for not being strong enough, for caving in, for not being successful at doing that. This is not going to benefit you, and you need to realize that this is a race against yourself. You're not racing with anybody else. There is no competition. It's you knowing what it takes to get there and then simply doing the requirements to get where you want to go. There is only one way to get there, and that is the removing of the animal, meat, flesh, blood, fish, and anything with a heart. And it has to be done with the right intent. If your intent is there, that you are going to succeed at this, and you happen to pick up something, somebody serves you something that you didn't know had meat in it, or you go someplace and there was beef broth, or there was something in a dip, or there was shrimp in a salad and you didn't realize it was there. You don't need to panic. You don't need to panic. And you don't need to kick yourself, and you don't need to say, oh, now my 30 days has to start over again. If your intent was there to remove the animal, meat, flesh, blood, fish, and anything with heart from your diet, then you're okay. You simply get up and you continue on where you fell down at. Isn't that nice to know? So you don't need to kick yourself. You don't need to beat yourself up. You don't have to be overly concerned about it. Just do your best. Do your best. Now, are the eggs and dairy beneficial to you? Well, dairy has its own set of potential problems, in that it can cause mucus and other things and block you up. But you may be one of the people that it doesn't affect that way. And if you have a high enough of frequency and intent, you can transmute anything that you eat. You see, because this is an illusionary game matrix that we are in. So why is it, if this is an illusion, why can we eat anything and everything but just not animal, meat, flesh, blood, fish, and anything with a heart? Because that's the way the game is set up. It is an illusion. The animals aren't real. This isn't real. Your avatar isn't real in this illusionary dream state that we are in. You are more powerful than you realize. Tremendously more powerful. All of the health gurus that are out there that have their versions of what is best for you, that's working for them. Will it work for you? Not always. Is it necessary for perfect health to go totally animal product free? No. It is if you believe it is. You see, what you believe has power in your life. Now, this has been proven by people being given sugar pills. They believed they were getting the real medicine and that they were going to be cured. And they were cured. So that should tell you right there that your mind is so powerful. And the Matrix has been using it against you. It has been programming you all along. And now what you are doing is trying to reprogram and realize what this matrix really is and how it operates and how you can actually enjoy your experience here. Removing the animal, meat, flesh, and blood are the only thing that is required food-wise for you to be able to raise your frequency enough to be able to have success in rewriting your script. Now, there are a lot of things that happen on that rise in frequency. Dis-ease drops off your body. Habits and things that you once enjoyed that were of the lower frequency realm lose their appeal and attraction to you as you leave them behind. When your frequency rises, things change in your life because you are no longer attracted to those things, and it is freeing. And then you discover the power of your intent. Now, I'm going to say you need to use your intent even before you finish your 30 days. Use your intent to visualize and think on things that you would like to happen the way you would like to see them happen. And don't be surprised if they actually manifest that way. Small things, things being on sale, finding things that you didn't expect to find. Little things occurring for you, doors opening for you that you have never had the experience of before. You see, all of these things are possible. You have to know it. You have to know who you are and the power of your thoughts and intentions. So again, it is not my intent to make things harder on any source player than needs to be. I am giving you the basic, the bare minimum. Now, if you want to expand on it and experience more, then go for it. But don't beat yourself up. Don't do it, because that's a lower frequency, and that does more damage in keeping you in a lower frequency range by kicking yourself and continuing to beat yourself up for it than that action that caused you to beat yourself up in the first place. Always ask your pendulum if it's beneficial for you. Is this food that I'm going to eat beneficial for me? Do I need to remove? Would I benefit from removing the dairy from my food consumption? Would I benefit from removing the eggs from my food consumption? Would I benefit enough in the long run that it would be that much of a difference whether I did or didn't? You can ask all of these things from your source self using your program pendulum. And you can get answers that will relate directly to you, because you see, you are unique and individual fractal. And you have different thoughts and different abilities and talents than any other fractal. And what applies to one source player and their name, their frequency, their script, their being is not going to apply to everyone else. We are each unique and individual. We each had our parts to play. And there is cause and effect. And remember, there is no spoon. As Neo said, there is no spoon. There is no spoon. It's all an illusion. And your mind is powerful and can manipulate this illusion and manifest your reality the way you desire it to be. So, don't fret, don't worry, don't get upset with yourself if you stumble and fall down on this race, this journey, whatever you want to call it. And actually, it's not a race, it's a journey. Race implies that there's a competition and that you are competing against someone else. And actually, it's just a journey, and you will reach the finish line successfully. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other, becoming more and more aware of who you really are. If you have found this channel helpful to you in your journey and the information that it contains, you need to consider becoming a supporter of this channel, as it unlocks far more for you than you could any other way. Now, is everything that I have shared in this video infinite source truth only and not what I think or believe? And that is a yes from my programmed pendulum. Abundance, health, and prosperity to you.